let's get going. Alex has got some general rebuttals he uses that overcomes just about any objection. That greatly simplifies things. So, Alex, what are they?
All right, Larry. So think of this sentence. It goes like this. What would you say if I could help you, ... Okay? So you're going to hear me repeat that sentence over and over again. So, Larry, what would you say if I could help you make twice as much money for the same effort that you're putting in right now? Okay?
So it's that's basically 4 words, right? What would you say if?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so now here's the next one. Larry, what would you say if I could help you put $4,500 in your pocket in the next 90 days?
Pretty sweet. All of a sudden,
Larry,
you got my attention.
Larry, what would you say if I could help you become free from ever having to work for someone else?
Once again, you're right up my alley. You got my attention.
Now, here's another sentence to remember. What would you say if I told you, again, it's the same basic construct, just a little variation. Larry, what would you say if I told you you're worth in a month what any job is willing to pay you in a year? Okay?
Wow.
Going. Larry, what would you say if I told you that you could own and operate your own business, never have to work for someone ever again?
I love it.
What would you say if I told you there's no way that you could fail at this because I'm going to help you every step of the way?
See, that's going to ring a lot of bells right there. That's going to go right to where the sticking point is there.
And finally, Larry, what would you say if I told you that you could do this business without having to quit your job? You do it on the side, and then when you're ready, and you know what, you may never be ready to quit your job. That's okay. You can keep doing this on a part-time basis and not give up that security for now. But someday you might make the decision to go full-time.
Fantastic, Alex. And like you say, you can do just about anything you want with that.
That's right. Now, here's a series of questions that you should always have. Regardless of what objection they give you, you could almost bypass the objection. You don't have to address everything directly and immediately. You can address it eventually, but here's some series of questions. So, Larry, do you keep your options open?
Has anyone ever told you that they don't keep their options open?
Never.
Everybody wants to think of themselves as an open-minded person, right?
Exactly. That's one of my questions coming up.
Okay, so do you keep your options open? What was the next one?
Larry, are you married to your job? In other words, is this till death do us part?
Oh boy. That gets some emotion going in there. I like it. Put the ball in their court, Alex.
That's
Very
right.
Good. Okay, more questions.
Next question. Larry, do you consider yourself to be an open-minded person? Now, as closed-minded as they might be, they're still going to tell you, oh, no, oh, absolutely, I'm open-minded.
Are you open-minded? Do you consider yourself to be an open-minded person? Yeah, you pretty much get them with those questions right there.
All right. Now, I've got
That's
a few
power.
more. I'm going to cover just about couple more questions or ideas.
Please.
Larry,
just take it where you want to go.
Larry, let me ask you a question. How did you get so stuck on this idea that working a job is the only way that you can earn money?
Oh, wow. That's strong. How'd you get so stuck? That's great.
On this idea that working a job is the only way you could earn money.
Now, you say, how'd you get so stuck that you think, or that what?
Yeah, how did you get so stuck on this idea?
Okay, let me change that. On this idea, because that's just poetry, the way you put that together. that
working a job is the only way that you can earn money, that you can earn a living.
And how many of us were stuck on that just getting started in our career, that we weren't exposed to the other possibilities? That's the only option you thought of. The only way you can make a living. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You can. What do they say when you ask them that?
I say, well, it's just, something that I've always done, and, I just show up and I make money and I don't have to really do anything, and it's pretty brainless. And to which I say, of course, I understand. Look, you got it wired. You're past your 90-day probationary period. You can do your job with your hands tied behind your back, blindfolded. Believe me, I get it. But is that really what you want out of life? This is what you thought life was going to be about, some kind of robotic, mindless thing that you do day in, day out? That's not what you want, is it?
That's like one of these door opener type questions. It's just in casual conversation, you could just drop that in there. That's a little bit different in the sense that that's like a conversation starter. It immediately puts them on the defensive, because that's not a position, that's not a place anybody wants to be proud of being, and that is stuck thinking that's the only way they can make a living. And so that's like a wedge, immediate wedge, that with one blow into their mind, you create some space to put some new ideas in there. What's some results you've had from using that, Alex?
Oh, it's a mind bender. And at least what it does is it gets them to go, you know what, you're right. I need to do something different with my life. I need to, I'm not appreciated in my work, and I certainly don't get paid enough money. And, that's a great question right there. Larry, do you feel you're getting compensated what your worth is? Do you feel like you're getting paid what you're worth? That's a great conversation starter or mind bender.
What kind of reactions do you get from that?
No one has ever in 20 years told me, I'm getting paid exactly what I'm worth. In fact, they're overpaying me. I'm going to pay some of it back.
Oh, me. And that goes for me and you, too, doesn't it, Alex?
Oh, gosh, I'm way underpaid.
Unfortunately, we're on commission, so we have to control that ourselves. That is great. Any more questions?
Here's something that, regardless of the objection, no time, no money, no this, no that, whatever they're telling you, just say, Larry, look, take a step back. Maybe I wasn't very clear as far as what's going on here right now between you and me. I'm offering to come work for you. You never have to pay me a dime. I'm going to sell for you. I'm going to recruit people under you. I'm going to train those recruits for you. Can you think of any reason why you wouldn't allow me to build a business under you?
Yeah.
Well, not really.
When you use this one, when do you wind up using this?
This is when they're not responding, when they're just being hard-headed. Nothing seems to penetrate. Because I want him to tell me why he won't let me go to work for him. And, of course, I've never had one person say, there's no answer to that. I mean, if you have one brain cell left, you cannot respond to that question. You cannot say, okay, don't work for me, go away. My whole philosophy of recruiting is you have to compel them. And they're compelled to come in. They cannot say no to you.
Yeah, because you got a guy who's broke, he's busy, he's broke, and dissatisfied with his life. Here you get a guy that is obviously successful, wanting to come to work for you to help you turn your life around. How in the world in your right mind could you say no to him?
And what am I doing? I'm alleviating the fear. I'm taking away the fear factor. I'm with you every step of the way, Larry. You can't fail at this thing. There is no way you're going to fail at this thing. The only way is for you to absolutely just run away from me or just go and run and hide. But as long as you're showing up and as long as you're letting me work for you, you can't fail.
Now, talk about that compel. It compels him to confront what he's actually saying when he says no, or how would you say that? When you want to talk about that compel thing, because people don't understand that.
I use the example of the movie The Exorcist. The power of Christ compels thee. The power of Christ compels thee. He forced the devil to come out. There was no way. Now, this might be too hardcore for general consumption here, but I help them understand that the meaning of the word compel. Yeah. Without saying that I'm compelling you.
Right. So basically, the power of the arguments, would you say, or the issue? How would you say that?
Say something that they cannot say no to. For example, if you say to someone, you're going to double your income, or there's a chance for you to double income. Can you think of a reason why you wouldn't want to double your income? They would have to be mentally ill. And there are some mentally ill people out there to say no to that.
Right. Okay. Any more?
That's what I got right now.
That is fantastic. This is why you can't be a technique junkie. You've got to be an activity junkie if you want to get ahead. And from going out there and talking with people, you find the things that seem to work for you better than others, and these become your go-to conversation items that you use over and over again in a variety of situations. And I'm imagining these are your go-to phrases, ideas, comebacks that you've used on a daily basis for the last 20 years. Would that sound right?
You're absolutely correct, Larry. And here's the thing I want to add is that the difference between a person that just gets IDAs and a person that gets IDAs and those people actually do something is not just saying these words. I mean, anybody can say these words, but now the actions follow. So if I say to you that I'm going to be with you every step of the way, if I say to you, don't worry, I'm going to help you, and then I'm not there and I don't return their calls and I'm not available, then, of course, this whole exercise will be for nothing. And it's the key that now I'm ready to show up, go on appointments, be with them when they're disappointed, meet the dark houses with them, be at the kitchen tables with them, show them that I don't close every sale. It's impossible. As good as they might think I am, they're going to see that, hey, not every sale closes. It's okay. Debrief them before we go into an appointment. Debrief them after we come out. What I found out also is it doesn't matter if the sale closed or not. I mean, clearly you want to show them that you close sales with them, but when you come out, they're excited. They see you in action. They go, wow, that was awesome. They see why the sale didn't close, why the person was being unreasonable or was giving just crazy objections or rebuttals. That's irrelevant. So the burden always falls back on me, the trainer, that, I said those words to them, but now am I going to deliver on those promises that I made to them?
All right. Great job, Alex. Thanks for sharing those gentle rebuttals. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to make those questions, those comebacks, a part of their daily prospecting pattern. Thanks so much, Alex.
My pleasure, Larry. Thanks for doing this, and we appreciate you.